All right, good evening, everyone. This is the CSRN Weekend Review, our weekly podcast where we come and talk about the things that we've done last week, some of the things that we got working on right now, some of the things that we got coming up. Hey, what we're going to do right now, we're going to put up a 5-minute timer so that everybody can get a chance to share, comment, and tell your comrades and your friends that CSRN is live. We'll be right back. Put on some music, Jody.
And all the background stuff.
How about if the tech team could unmute me, Jody? I don't know what it is about them. I thought we gave
See,
them a raise.
see,
Um,
last week you must have made them mad.
all right, hey, they always man, they some haters anyway. Hey, good evening. This is the CSRN, our weekend review podcast, where we come to you live. Hey, we're streaming live from Mott Branch Library, and Jody, we're going to try 2023 to have that
In
audience
person.
experience. Yeah, to come and see us live broadcast from Mott Branch Library. I'm Brother Washington Muhammad. I use the pronoun he and him. I'm one of the co-founders of CSRN, along with Mike Leonardi and Jabril Bey 8 years ago. All right, we had this protest that no. 8 years ago, before I was even involved, Jody, Mike and Jabril wanted to have this event at Frederick Douglass, and they wanted to talk about police brutality and community safety. And they said, "Hey, look, let's call Brother Washington. He can help us plan it or whatever he does." That's what I do. And they call it a Community Solidarity Day. 8 years later, here we are. So shout out to Mike Leonardi. Shout out to Jabril Bey for having this vision that just ordinary people could speak truth to power. They didn't have to be politicians, professionals, pastors, or preachers. If you know some facts and got a bullhorn, hey, we could get it in. Hey, listen, today, what am I wearing? I've got on my beads today. All right. Is it from Boyame?
Boomaye.
Boomaye. Hey, listen, go check out my brother Shaheem Hampton. He's going to be at Kwanzaa at Frederick Douglass, December 26th through January 1st. Frederick Douglass at the Doug. Hey, come and check him out. Got my Galaxy watch on. Not a flex at all because I got this in 2020. Today I've got on my sweater, kind of a gold sweater with a dress shirt. And as always, I'm dedicated to respecting, protecting, and defending all Black bodies, no matter the cost, no matter the gains or loss. This is the home of Black Lives Matter and Justice or Else. And our Nguzu Saba word of the day is Ujama. That's cooperative economics. And what does that mean? It means to build and maintain for our stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. And that's what we're going to try to get in for Kwanzaa this year. Hey, listen, I think that I've said everything that I needed to say on my intro. Hey, who are you? Hey, I see you got the staff right there. You
Yeah,
don't
we
have
moved
it.
it here because it keeps on falling down.
You falling down. And what you wearing? Man, what's up with that?
So what's up, everybody? Jody J. Summers, child of the system, better known as Spoken Truth. I am the treasurer of this wonderful organization that I can say is going into its 8th year.
That's right.
Unfunded, I guess authorized, because we don't have
Well,
no
we
strings on
authorize.
us.
Well, we can authorize ourselves.
Well, yeah, we ain't got no strings on us. There ain't no connections, no ties, nobody that can tell us what we can't talk about in our community, outside of our community. There is no gatekeepers.
That's right.
That's us. For those of
I
you,
like that. I should be writing that down for my intro. All right. Hey.
But that's also the reason why we have survived so long, longevity, because a lot of people rely on grants or loans or
that's right.
What so-called supporters are when they only want to see you angry. And we do a little bit of everything. We just finished another, number 4 of Black Lives Movie Theater. So yeah, we keep it going. For those of you listening out there on YouTube or Spotify or on Facebook, because if you're driving right now, we know it's about time to get home, get some grub and everything like that. We don't want you looking at us. I am a big brown bear of a man that is covered in tattoos and crystals and stones and artifacts and bones from as I travel trying to, I guess, bring this good word to the masses, all that good stuff.
That's up the experience I
never
for
follow
everybody.
The sides.
That's
y'all
all
can't
right.
see all the behind the scenes
that's
stuff.
Right.
But
yeah, they need
if
to.
you were shaking a little bit, that's because I put my big paws on the table.
Hey.
I can't be doing that all the time. But again, as always, thank you for coming and joining us every single week, same time, same station, same background. And that's about me. All the other stuff you can look at me up, try and stay humble as much as possible, because people get big heads and they think they do stuff, but really you just do what you're supposed to.
That's right. And when it comes to I guess we could go ahead and start with our mission statement, and then I'll do the guiding principles. We're going to take a short break, and we got
We got some special guests in the building.
Got Tonica, all right, InTune Fitness, all right. If you say those words enough, you might get a free gift, all right. But anyway, all right. I just put that out there.
You might get fit. You might want to go to the gym or do something healthy for your body. You keep saying, it's like manifestation and all that good stuff.
Okay, all right.
Only put so much stuff out there until you actually turn it into action. But as in action, as again we've mentioned, we are going into our 8th year, and this is how that happens. You got to have some foundation. You got to have some boundaries, which is kind of the word that's going around. But it's kind of like that when you decide to do something, whether it be a business, a political party, a nonprofit. You have to have some ground to stand on. So when the world starts shaking, you have a good foundation.
Teach.
And this is our mission statement. We are the Community Solidarity Response Network of Toledo, formed on November 25th, 2014, the day after it was announced that the killer, a Ferguson, Missouri police officer of Michael Brown, an unarmed teenager, would not be indicted. We bring awareness to the injustices experienced by Black men, women, and children who are disproportionately murdered, attacked, provoked, and harassed by law enforcement. Police brutality has to end. We bring awareness to the fact that most often police brutality goes without consequence and accountability. Police impunity has to end. We utilize the tactics of protest, civil disobedience, event disruption, and citizen advocacy to give voice to those who are otherwise voiceless. We facilitate progressive, community-based events that help foster self-development, and we discuss measures to hold local leadership accountable, yes, accountable to their sworn duties, be they politician, clergy, law enforcement, educators, etc., etc. We want justice, equal justice under the law. We want justice applied equally to all, yes, all, regardless of class, creed, or color. For all lives to matter. Black lives, yes, Black lives must matter. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Hey, I know earlier you talked about the our Black Lives Matter theater. We had Hebrews to Negroes. For your Black Lives Matter moment, and we've done a lot over these 8 years, what would you say is one event that we've done that kind of stood out to you?
That is like so hard. I'm going to put them into category.
All right.
So on the activism side, as far as attention and protest and getting the word out, May Day.
Okay.
That was where everybody was like, oh, y'all been on the corners for like 4 or 5 years and oh, it's real. Yeah, they shooting you with rubber bullets and all this stuff, and all you came with signs and peace in your heart. So for the
I came with some malice. I came
with a big stick, but
okay, all right. I got you.
Only
I feel
in
you.
defense.
Yes, sir.
But and then I guess for the stuff that we do in the community, I'm gonna have to lump them all together. Our theaters, our scholarships, the awards, because out of all of the so-called organizations or nonprofits, they don't do that. They do give backs, your church stuff, your political stuff, where you get your fundraiser and, oh yeah, we're helping, but we're getting this on the back end and sponsorship. No, we decided to do something different. As he said, we just finished our theater, which we've done several of them, scholarships, community forums, so you can actually be informed about who you're voting for instead of just going and pointing, clicking on the screen and all that good stuff. I think that is kind of what makes us to have that duality of, yeah, we can show up on your porch, on your door, maybe in your closet,
right?
But we're also going to show up in your history. To the people that we remember for what they do now, giving them their flowers now versus waiting until they're 6 feet under.
All right, that'll work. Hey, look, let's go and get in to our guiding principles, and this is like our mission statement is our foundation. If you don't have a mission statement and you want to start a grassroots organization, it's easy for it to be co-opted without a mission statement. If you don't know who you are, somebody else will figure it out, and they'll make you They'll tell you, all right, as they tried to tell us. So, but that stuff, that one. All right. Y'all know who y'all are, but good try. Nice try anyway. But this is our guiding principle. This is the glue that keeps us together. All Black lives matter. Queer Black lives, trans Black lives, formerly and presently incarcerated Black lives, poor working class Black lives, differently able Black lives, Black men and women lives, immigrant Black lives, Black elderly and children lives. All Black lives matter and are the creators of this space. We throw no one under the bus. We rise together. Ashe?
Ashe.
And Ashe means one who changes a thing or one who makes a thing happen. Thriving instead of surviving. Our vision is based on the world we want, not the one we're currently in. We seek to transform, not simply react. We want our people to thrive, not just exist. Think beyond the possible. Ashe?
Ashe.
Experimentation and innovation must be built into our work. Embrace the best tools and tactics and practices and leave those behind that no longer serve us. Ashe?
Ashe.
Evaluation and assessment must be built into our culture. Critical reflection must be a part of all of our work. We learn from our mistakes and our victories. Ashe?
Ashe.
Principled struggle can exist in a positive environment. We must be honest with one another by embracing direct, loving communication. Ashe?
Ashe.
Love, self-love is practiced in every element of all we do. Love and self-love must be a driver of our work and an indicator of our success. Without this principle and without healing, we will harm each other and undermine our movement. Ashe?
Ashe.
360-degree vision. We honor past struggles and wisdom from elders. The work we do today builds the foundations of movements of tomorrow. We consider our mark on future generations. Ashe?
Ashe.
Self-care means we build resilient spaces by budgeting time, energy, and resources for healing. Self-care is a regular, consistent, intentional, and essential practice. Ashe?
Ashe.
The most directly affected people are experts at their own lives and should be in leadership at the center of our movement and telling their stories directly. Ashe?
Ashe.
Training and leadership development should be fundamental. Our movement must constantly grow and leadership must constantly multiply. Ashe?
Ashe.
Hey, listen, before we take a short break and come back with InTune Fitness, my Black Lives Matter moment came in, I think, 2020, when we wanted to have the Black Lives Matter Awards, but everything was shut down. And I'm so glad we had Ruth to have the idea, let's just do it virtual. So we built these black boxes. And if you were in the studio, you'd see some of our black boxes that we have. And we filled these boxes up with things from the Black community. I think we even had InTune Fitness.
Yes, we did.
All right. That's what's up. We
treasure and procure of all these items and lovely things.
So we had InTune Fitness and a lot of Black vendors filled these boxes up. And then we looked into the community and sought out all of our young men and women, I think under 40.
Yeah.
Under 40, because some of us is over the hill. We've already got all of our stuff. Yep. All right. We've got our flowers and we took your flowers too. All right. So
I think we did the 25. Oh, that was the awards before. See,
right. But that's my Black Lives Matter moment. And it was really great to be a part of that, to do something different. Hey, we're going to take a short break and come back with InTune Fitness. This is the CSRN weekly podcast, or our podcast Week in Review. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Dr. P. Not only am I a leadership coach, I'm a change agent and I'm a race scholar. I've used my study of race to dismantle systems and organizations, but I also use that to help you as the individual become a better leader for your families and for your community.
you can get the same uncompromising truth you've come to expect from the Final Call newspaper on all your connected devices. Subscribe to the Final Call Digital Edition today. Go to subscribe.finalcalldigital.com.
All right, we are back. This is the CSRN podcast, our weekend review. And I have a special guest to my left or to your right. I don't know how you're looking at this. Well, anyway, we got a special guest. What we always do, we ask the person who they are, what they're wearing, and what do you do? So, who are you? What are you wearing? And what do you do?
My name is Tonica Camilla. I'm the owner of InTune Fitness, mind, body, and soul connection. What better way is to feel good and look good? I am wearing Keep Calm and Take CMOS because we are in the CMOS season.
That's right.
I'm also wearing that stone, amethyst, which for me is always follow your spiritual guide. And I am also wearing a hair wrap from fullycovered.com.
Okay, that's what's up. Hey, listen, we've got Kwanzaa coming up. December 26th at Frederick Douglass. Family, be there. It goes down. And we're paying a special attention to the economic, the cooperative economics. We mentioned Ujamaa earlier. And hey, you're going to be there. I know everyone wants to hear the origin story. How did InTune Fitness come about?
InTune was founded in 2015 when I was going through a depression of me losing my father. And what helped me was fitness. And during that process, 2017 is when I really got serious with it. So I said, since I use different herbs and working out and affirmations to help me get through, I just turned it into a business to help other people. So that's why I named it InTune, because what better way is to be in tune with yourself?
Okay. So when people think about InTune Fitness, what was, if you can remember, what was the first product you had, and what was the people's response to this new thing? I had never heard of CMOS. All right. I had never heard of some of the things that I've seen you have with you. What was, if you can think back, what was the first product that you sold?
The first product I sold was some whipped shea butter.
Okay. All right. Now, I've seen shea butter before, and I think it comes in these crumbles. All right. And you said whip. What's the difference between the crumbles that I've seen? I think maybe Jody sold me some crumbles. All right. Yeah, he be getting over on me. But you've got whipped shea butter. What is shea butter, and how did it get whipped?
Well, I don't use the heating method. I use it as it is because I don't like my shea butter warmed up. That's just me. But whipped shea butter is just get in the kitchen or wherever you at, whip it up. Get your whip game up.
Okay. All right. I should be writing this stuff down. Get your whip game up.
No,
all right.
But it's good for the skin, you know. It's really good for the skin. It also is good for us as African Americans because it helps moisturize it, natural moisturizer with all the toxin and all the other stuff, the additives that they added in all the other skincare.
All right. Hey, I see our sister from Sun Kids Crowns saying, "Hey sis, let them know." I think that's what they put on the screen. For you, what's been some of your biggest hurdles starting your own business, managing your own business, and maintaining it? What would you say some of the top things you've had to overcome?
It's the top things I had to overcome was just doing it and making sure the labels. My biggest issue was labeling. I didn't know how to label until Brother Washington said, all you got to do is just make it like this. So
Yeah. Okay.
he said, "What is you waiting on? They waiting on you."
And I think I remember that day, and I'm big on what something looks like. And you had some awesome products, but the labeling was okay. Now that's hit. Well, how you got that, and man, I wish I could grab some of your. Can you grab me one of those to put this on the screen, man? If you could just check out this label now, I hope I could put it to the. Oh man, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. InTune Fitness, connecting back with self. Connecting back with self. What does that mean? And you've got the whole logo on there. There's a person. Family, you should check her out at InTuneFitness.store. Check out. I should have had that on the loaded up on the screen, but I don't. So you guys can just go to your phone. You're watching this on the phone anyway. InTuneFitness.store, connecting back with self. How did you come up with that slogan, connecting back with self?
Mind, body, spirit, all must work together to be whole. And also emotions. Emotions plays a big part too.
All right. So that's the first time I've heard emotions brought into it. Most people say, well, Brother Washington, you could miss a meal. I'm like, hey, wait, hey, come on, I feel attacked, or I should exercise. I never heard anybody bring in emotions. What does emotions have to do with your health? I thought it was just doing some jumping jacks, maybe some sit-ups.
Sometimes in healing process, your emotions can be the ones that's holding you up.
Oh wow.
And as us, we don't have as women and men, we don't have an outlet for our emotions. And when we don't have an outlet, we make ourselves sick.
Oh wow. In our guiding principles, we talk about self-care as essential and definitely a practice that we practice is CSRN. What do you do? You're a mom. You've got your sons here in the studio. You're a business owner. How do you balance that? What do you do when things seem to be coming, at you from all angles? What do you do for self-care?
Self-care for me, I go get a massage, meditation. I like to ride around, listen to music. And I also like to write.
Okay, all right. And when you say write, are we talking about some poetry?
No, journal.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you got your journal. You got your journal with you. All right.
Yes, I
do.
do.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, let's get some of the. Can we look at some of the products? Maybe bring the whole bag. I gotta do this and do the podcast. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. That's all right. Okay. All right, fellas. All right. I got you. After the podcast, we going out in the parking lot. All right. So what do we have right here?
Right here is a upper respiratory tea blend. It's good for the upper respiratory. This is what's needed now, with everything that's been sprayed in the air. And you go to different places, all that smoking and stuff, secondhand smoke. This is good for it. It have different herbs in there like lugwort, mullein, eucalyptus. So get them lungs together.
All right. I've got some Irish. Okay, and this doesn't look like the sea moss that I saw at Kroger's. So
they sell sea moss at the hair store now.
Oh wow. Okay.
They say you ain't leaving them out.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So what is this?
Sea moss.
All right. Okay. I know it's sea moss.
Sea moss, which is good, is the minerals that the body needs.
But I always see it in jars.
Yes, this is the raw sea moss.
Okay.
Like to make it yourself. A lot of people don't like people making their stuff. So you could take it home and make it yourself.
Oh.
The instructions and everything is on there how to make it.
Okay.
It's raw. It's in raw form. And a lot of people.
Oh wow! I've never seen.
You never seen it?
Oh, I've never seen it. This is the first.
Did you smell it?
No, I didn't smell it. Oh whoa! Oh, I had some Snoop Dogg memories going on.
Raw sea moss.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, it's in raw form.
Can I grab a couple of other things?
Yes.
Man, I don't know how
And
much.
you also have to be careful where you get it from, because it's a lot of people that's selling fake stuff, and it's a lot of stuff that can make you sick too. Like, this shouldn't be in no hair store nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
This is nature. Why would you put nature where the hair at?
I can't answer that. I don't even have any hair, so I don't even know how to answer that. All right, I've got something else here. This looks like a tea blend also.
Yes.
What is this?
This is a tea blend for the women's line that I have.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I haven't published my website yet because I'm still adding and taking away, and I'm also expanding. So this is a balanced tea blend for hormones, ladies. You know, the older you get, the more your hormones is off. And also with all the feminine products and stuff that they telling us to use, this is the tea that's helped balance it out. So this is called InTune Balance.
All right, beautiful. All right, sisters. I want to
And
say,
also men can take it too. Just like women
okay.
need their hormones balanced, men do too.
Okay, I guess that shut me down, so I can keep it serious. Y'all knew I had some jokes, but she just, all right, yeah. Brothers, you know, we do have some emotional damage and some things that we need to work through. All right, if we didn't need to work through it, the world wouldn't be in the situation it's in, and our community wouldn't be in the situation and the condition that it is, because a lot of us as men are unbalanced.
Yes.
And we act it out every day, and sometimes we even pass it down to our children to give them the same small set of tools to use. Either we only give a screwdriver and a hammer. That means that the only emotions that we teach our children are either being sad or angry, or angry and sad, and they handle every situation with those two emotions. All right. So I'm glad that you said that.
Yes.
All right. So Jody, we're gonna take that. We'll take some tea together. Because you always angry. All right. What do we have right here?
Right here we have liquid iodine. A lot of people don't like sea moss, so I extract it, and you could put this in water, your tea, your lime water, your juice, whatever. But you know, the liquid form, it'll get to your system quicker than any other form.
And we've got this is lung support.
Yes, lung support. This is also a herbal extraction that it will get quicker. It will get to your system quicker than you drinking a herbal tea. Because when it hit that blood system, it go right there.
Now I think I got this at home.
No, you don't. You have magnesium oil?
I think I do.
Yes, magnesium oil. Magnesium is one of the #1 minerals that a lot of Americans is deficient in. So I created magnesium oil. You can absorb it through your skin, which is your largest organ. A lot of people can't absorb it, you know, taking magnesium internally. So what better way is to get it through your skin? So,
and that's the spray.
Yes, magnesium spray.
I got that.
You can spray it on the bottom of your feet at night, and you'll sleep like a baby.
Okay, I'm spraying it on my hair. All right, obviously that didn't work. All right, right here. Speaking of hair,
herbal and beard hair oil. I try to make all my products unisex, so men and women can use them. But it's the #1 herbal and beard hair oil. It's also infused with herbs.
Okay.
Such as fenugreek, burdock root, different herbs. I don't want to give you too much, but
right.
This is that.
Right. I got a couple of other products that I want you to talk about. Is another tea blend.
This is another tea blend for women. This is for recurring yeast. A lot of women, they go to the doctor, get all them antibiotics and stuff, which create more yeast. So, you know, herbs is the healing of the nation. And what better way is to balance that yeast out, not just this herbal tea blend, but also what you eating. So this is another great product to have. I have a women's line coming, so ladies, be on the lookout.
And will all of these be available on Monday?
Yes, all of these will be available Monday at the Kwanzaa celebration at the Frederick Douglass Center.
All right, and we've got a couple of other products. If you don't mind, I really like to mention every one of these. All right, now that I've got you here, all right, that way when people come to Kwanzaa, they'll know what to ask for.
Okay.
All right, they need that women's tea because y'all women out of control.
Y'all men are out of control too.
Okay, yeah, we get both.
Balance. We need men and women to balance.
Okay, all right. I did not know I was gonna meet my equals. All right, we got another tea. This is awesome.
This one, liver. You know, all that heavy drinking that 3 or 4 days out the week, you gotta sometimes give your liver a rest.
That's right.
So this tea blend it's mixed and is specialized for the liver. Because you can't live without them liver.
That's right.
We need them livers up to par this coming season because 2023 we losing without a liver. All right, exactly.
Hey, and I could just check my family history. And on a serious note, check your family history. Yeah. How many of our parents have succumbed to alcohol?
Yes.
All right. And we're trying to head that off right now. We're trying to break some generational curses. Of course, we might have a light moment in between talking about the teas that the women need, especially. And also we're talking about the need to cleanse ourselves. Yes. All right. I've got another tea here.
Iron. Red for iron. What better way is to get your iron? I know a lot of people is iron that have anemia, which causes a lot of different health problems.
You know your stuff. All right.
A lot of health problems. And you could just know a person is low in iron just by looking at their skin.
Wow.
That's yes. When you got that pale look about yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. This is one of the best irons out there.
That's beautiful. What do we have here?
This is a pain salve. It also could be a headache relief. It's good. It's a salve you rub on your skins or your temples to ease the pain for your joints, muscles, sore muscles. Yes.
I've got a couple of other products over here.
He want me to go through the whole
If you
box.
don't mind, absolutely. We're trying to sell this tonight. All right. We don't come to play. All right.
Okay. I have sarsaparilla, which is a high concentrated iron. If you don't like taking tea, you could put this in your water, tea, juice, food, or whatever, and it hits your system just as quick as the tea. We also have a calm for people that have trouble sleeping at night. Hey, take it before you get up in the morning. I mean, after you get up in the morning or before you lay down. You know, you'll get that relaxation feeling.
I'm going to take it as soon as I wake up. I'm calling it. All right. So I've let my job. I know my job be watching me. Hey, look, you already know I ain't coming in tomorrow.
You don't need melatonin. You have herbs that do the job.
You know, I've saw some stories about melatonin, and it's coming out that may not be the wonder drug that it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Why should we know that melatonin may not be good for us?
Because it could get addictive, and you don't know what they putting in that stuff. They could say it's melatonin, but do you know that it's melatonin?
Nope.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I've got two others right here.
Oh, I have a St. John's bush. This is a womb cleanser for women that's trying to, have babies and cleanse their womb free of tumors and cysts. St. John's bush.
All right.
Also have elderberry tincture. What better way? Cold and flu season. Let's get them immune systems boosted up. All you need is a few drops in your water, tea, juice, and go on about your business.
Hey, we had Najaya here last week, and she had brought some elderberry. And I think that's the only reason why I'm probably not sniffling and sneezing right now.
The elderberry work. What you think about it?
I love it. Okay. I love it. And hers was free. So hey, Najaya, you know you the truth, sis. All right. All right. I just put that out there. Since I got a whole case of it right here. All right. That's right. That's called pressure. All right.
I don't fold under pressure.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's not pressure then. All right. That's what's up.
I have bitters, digestive bitters for people that have like digestive issues and also had a gallbladder taken out. Bitters will get that flow naturally, and would create the mucus and stuff that it needs to to get that digested together.
That's beautiful.
I also have black seed oil. I know everybody know what that's for.
That's right.
What is for, Brother Washington?
For everything.
Absolutely.
All right. That's like the transmission oil, the motor oil, the windshield wiper fluid, the radiator, the coolant. That's for everything. I use it not only internally, externally, and I'll be 60 next year. Old wise gentleman taught me about black seed oil maybe 15 years ago. This gentleman, he passed away. He was maybe 94. He looked as if he could have been in his 50s. Yes. So yeah, that's what's up. All right. If anybody wants to know what's your secret, well, it's no secret. Everything that she's selling is an investment in yourself. And don't tell me that, well, healthy stuff costs too much. Well, being dumb as hell costs even more. All right.
Look at that doctor bill.
Right.
Absolutely.
I've got one other thing. Then we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back with Jody. We're going to go over some of our community shout outs and concerns and solutions. We've got this right here.
Also, I have blood support. This is a blood support tincture, good for the blood to help get that iron up. And all you need is a few drops in your water, tea, or juice.
All right. Lastly, we've got InTune Fitness. Connecting back. Hey, why they put it right in? Okay, at least they didn't put it on my face this week. Some haters, man. Just can't pay people. All right. Where can they find InTune Fitness?
You can find me on Facebook, InTune Fitness. You can find me on Instagram, InTune Fitness 07. You can also find me on TikTok, InTune 07. Right. Or you can also go to my website, www.intunefitness.store.
All right, and everything that we're talking about today, you can get online. You can get it delivered to you.
Yes,
your home.
Delivered. Right? I ship. I do it all.
And I even follow you on Facebook where you have pickup days.
Yes, I do.
Come and pick it up. So if I ain't gonna put the address out there, all right. So I don't want nobody to get killed tonight. But but if you know when she's there, and you can come and pick it up. All right. Hey, listen. Before we close out, why do you think it's important for us as a people to start looking at health? Because I hear a lot of us wanting to make money. I hear a lot of us maybe wanting to make music. I hear a lot of us wanting to do a lot of things, but we leave health out and wellness out. Why is it important for you as we close out? Why is it important for us to take another look at our mental and physical and spiritual health?
It's important because you only get one body, and all that money, everything else you chasing, it would never amount to the body that you have. And and if you want better manifestation, you need a good, better body.
That's right.
And mind and a spirit. So what better way is mind, body, and soul working together as one? And we as a people are the number ones that's feeling in health. And when I walk outside, I want to see our people healthy. That's why I do what I do,
Hey, listen, after Kwanzaa, hey, do you mind coming back and having our InTune Fitness minute on some of the things that people might want to consider trying and some of the products that you have to help them get there?
Yes.
Hey, listen, family, it's awesome having our sister Tonica from InTune Fitness here. This is the CSRN podcast Week in Review. We'll be right back.
Did you know addiction is a disease, not a moral dilemma? The opioid epidemic and substance use have a major impact on communities of color and many people's lives. Wasion Wellness Recovery Support Center offers culturally relevant inpatient and outpatient behavioral health treatment and recovery support services to any Ohioan struggling with addiction, mental health, or finding sober, safe housing. We must recognize that treatment is available and accessible to all. If you are in need of treatment or want to find out more information, you can call 1-888-728-2713 to talk to someone or schedule an appointment.
Audio Jungle.
All right, we are back. Yep, I'm off mute. All right, that's what's up. And we're back. This is the CSRN, our weekly podcast or our podcast week in review, where we talk about some of the things that we've done last week, which was our Black Lives Matter Theater, Hebrews to Negroes. Shout out to our treasurer, Jody Summers, for helping open it up. Shout out to our brother Robert Harris from the Hebrew Israelite community for making it happen. For Yasin Muhammad and Lakeisha X for making sure that we had a secured area that day. So shout out to everyone at the Muhammad's Mosque number 91 for providing the place, providing security, providing snacks and everything. And I think that was an excellent Black Lives Matter Theater for Toledo to come in and check out. Also, I follow you online, Jody. You threw out my timeline. What were some of the things that you saw going on last week that you think we need to know about?
There was, as always, I think Toledo or the community, the village itself, does a good job of trying to throw fundraisers and coat drives and stuff like that. I couldn't catch them all. I did catch a couple that were out there that were doing the coats for the homeless and coats for kids and everything. So shout out to all of y'all. I can't remember you individually right now. I try and post as much on the page. So also another good reason to follow our page if you're local or if you're just coming into town to visit family and you want to know what events are going on. We try and post the most positive stuff.
That's right.
You're not going to see nothing at a bar or a club. It's going to be focused on community centers or give back. So yeah, if you watch our page, you'll see some of that stuff. One of the big things was Dunkin' for donations. That was this Sunday, held by just some amazing young men in the community. This was their 13th annual. Like we ate, they 13. I've been happy to be a part of, like, I think 7 or 8. Just to name a few, because there's so many people involved that keep this going. It's a community charity basketball game where they get kids toys or donations, i.e. Dunkin' for donations.
Right.
And they take those toys or those contributions, go to the store, buy stuff. We're out today, and they go through our projects.
That's great.
So they're not going out to Perrysburg or Sylvania and donating kids toys. They're going to
that already got toys.
Yep. They're going to the Weilers. They're going to what used to be the Cherrywoods. They're going to Port Lawrence. They're going to places out Hill where they know this is the most difficult time for those families that are already barely scraping together with inflation and stuff like that. So shout out to Tracy, shout out to Gutter Dave, shout out to Charlie Hampton, shout out to I know I'm gonna miss some names. Alexia Sims was there, Devin Fagan or Berger, as some of us know him. There's another guy that Doug all the time, got dreads. They do he's at Vibe Lounge now. He's the owner out there. But shout out to all the basketball players. I saw my boy DJ Knox and Super J.
All right.
A whole bunch of people that I know that actually care about the community. You may not see them on their page talking about they care and stuff like that because, you know, we all got lives. We all have stuff to keep going. But when the time comes, they're there.
That's right.
Out, we were at Rogers this year again. I think our last time was 2017. I'm not sure. We rotate schools. Just a little hint, Tracy and Gutter Dave and everybody involved that do the actual grind work of the organization or fundraiser. We haven't been to Woodward yet. Polar Bear, my alma mater. Or what was it? I think it was Libby don't have a school. What is the other school? There's still Woodward.
There's Scott.
Oh, we've done Scott before.
We've done Scott. Start.
That's what it was. So we haven't done Woodward or start in Woodward. But yeah, it was a great celebration. They actually had like 4 or 5 games. Thank you to everybody that came out. Make sure you come out to Kwanzaa to see everybody that's going to be involved.
That's right.
And yeah, there was some other stuff. I'm trying to look through my timeline, see what I was attending, see where I can remember to be at. And as always, thank you for all of our special guests that come in. If you have something you are trying to promote, let us know. Holla at me, Brother Washington.
That's right.
And you could be a guest on the show until we start doing in live stuff, which will be coming 2023. Sounds like saying next year, but it's only a couple months away.
Right.
But yeah, let us know. Anybody is allowed to be a guest on the show as long as you respect the foundational rules, the mission statement. You know that this is going to be behind you.
That's right.
You know that is going to be behind you. You're welcome to come on. You got a commercial or something that can go in our Rolodex and stuff. We love to support our community. So help us out right now if you can. And yeah, that was some of the stuff that I went to.
All right. And I wanted to also post that. Where's that at? Oh, Kwanzaa. We're promoting Kwanzaa. That's next week. Next Monday is the first day. The first day is Umoja Unity. And I've been part of the Kwanzaa committee for quite a few years. And this year they let me jump it off. All right. So I got the first day. So, you know, you already know what it is, or I hope I know what it's going to be. So come on out next Monday, the 26th. Enjoy the principles, faith, creativity, purpose, cooperative economics, collective work and responsibility, self-determination, and unity. Come on out. If you like what we're doing, hey, follow us on YouTube. We're trying to get up to 100 subscribers. Right now, I think that we're almost halfway there. Hey, it is what it is. If you want to support us, you could support us via Cash App. That's the cash tag CSRN 419 or PayPal CSRN 419. You can connect with us on Instagram, Facebook. Listen to us on Spotify. All right, don't watch us on Spotify. You can listen to us and check us out on YouTube. We need more subscribers, and follow us on Twitter. And as always, subscribe, like, share, and comment. And I think that other than that, I wanted to put up some artwork, some books that Jody has. I don't know, they didn't make the screen a lot bigger than it is. But what are those two books, and why should we know?
Well, see, that's the good thing about being an author. But before I do that, shameless plug and all that stuff, I also want to shout out to Toll House. They're a private membership-only club in Toledo, but they do have an inside jazz lounge called Lucille's, and we just ended the open mic season last Wednesday.
Okay.
So I thank them for 3 times in a row. I've been back-to-back on stage. Got to close out with the open mic last week, so shout out to them. They also have like a coffee or tea shop. You should check out Toll House.
Okay, all right.
They do have some things that are like community events, so you don't have to have a membership, but it is highly suggested you get a membership so you can be in the in crowd and all that good stuff. But
I'd like to be. Oh, okay, all right.
But shout out to them for keeping it communal in the city without having to try and cash grab on Facebook or lower their age or their standard or their boundaries to have people there. You know, I'm just gonna say that. But what's on the screen right now? There we go. There's another one. The first one was the hardcover. This is okay. There we go. There's the camera. So this is my 10th publication. That's 10, like the count. My 5th and first fully published, illustrated, all the way done book. My 4th book myself. I've had a publisher, shout out to Deborah Sue, who helped me with my first couple of books. I have a couple manuscripts, and then this year alone, I did 5.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
5 anthologies, back to back to back. They all have come out. I still got to thank all them people again before the end of the year. I thanked them a couple months ago, but check them out and stuff like that, because getting people to read is hard.
Hey,
I'll say that again. Getting people to read is hard. I get so many questions like, is the audio book? Yeah, I'm going to do the audio books and all that stuff is coming, but it takes time and funding. And again, no strings on me, so I'm not relying on grants or corporate money or somebody's auntie, sister, cousin, you know, stuff like that. This is, you make a purchase, I'm able to produce and create more. I just don't like saying, you know, buy something, donate, because I donate stuff. Black Santa Claus is coming, ho, 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 all that good stuff. You check my reels out. But changing the tone for a moment. You know, we deal with everything here in the city and stuff like that. There was a incident that happened over the weekend. I'm not going to go into too many details or anything about that. As most people know that live here, know I live on the east side, know I'm heavily involved, I guess you could say, in the artist community. We lost 2 young men. I'm going to keep decorum for the show and all that stuff for the people out there. But we lost 2 young men, 15 and 16, last week. Well, actually, at the beginning of this year, we just found out the situation. But my heartfelt, I guess, condolences go out to both families, because I actually know them. I've spent time with their brothers and their family as artists and performing. And we have that on the page right now. So if you want to donate to the families of Keyshawn Pittman or Kamarion Wilder, all the information, I've tried to find as much stuff, because these are 2 different men, 2 different families. So there's probably going to be, hey, we have an event. I know there's some community events going on. That's that's coming up tomorrow. If you're local, if you could donate, check out the Cash Apps on our page. Check out the GoFundMe's on our page. This was an atrocity that should never have been committed. but it did. And as a community, as a village, it's our duty to help, to hug our loved ones who are grieving, and hopefully that you can. So again, my deepest condolences go to Kamarion Wilder and Keyshawn Pittman. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize, but
all right. Yes, sir. All right. Man, and moving to our 5 minutes of heat as we close out this podcast. What would you like to close out this podcast?
So as again, this is the holidays. It's joyous for a lot, but it is nightmarish for some of us that don't have family, some of us that are still dealing with grieving of loss, a parent, a child, a family member. Even if it's been 20 years, you can't put a time limit on grief. So as one of my pieces in this book, okay, there we go. I shouldn't have touched the mic right there. But this book is a little bit of everything. 1 year of me looking in the mirror, doing some shadow work, doing some healing work, shadow work. People hear that word and they forget. Shadow work necessarily means that you are dealing with traumas that you don't tell everybody, and you're dealing with them. You're not putting on a coat of healing or positivity. You're seeing why those things affect you. That is the basis of shadow work. So if you're using it to demonize somebody when they say that, you're wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, so we're gonna go into this piece called Trigger Warning. One moment here. And again, if you know somebody, you hear somebody, I'm gonna put it on here because I just recently found another outlet. I always try and find outlets for people to talk to. Brother Washington, I'm gonna poke you there. You work at Wasion Wellness. So places like that are very important during this time of year. There's a number that you can dial or text. I think it came out recently because I keep seeing it now, 988, and that'll get you to somebody that can listen. You are never alone in this world. Don't ever feel alone, and you're important. So as for mental health, next week I'm going to try and be a little bit more positive. We might be coming from Kwanzaa. We shall see. But let's begin. Peace. Trigger warning. And it comes in waves. Torrential downpours of terrifying things crashing against this barrier, this structure, this safe place I thought I built. Wave after wave crashing against the sanity I escaped into, crumbling and eroding away the impenetrability I thought I once had, revealing cracks in foundations I left too long and thought I could cover up with something distracting. And it comes when you become too confident, drawing you in deeper and deeper to your triggers and trauma that you once knew how to deal with, stripping away coping mechanisms and leaving you in a panic state, but knowing, yes, knowing if you gasp for air, you'll drown. So you hold on tighter to that last burning breath, struggling to reach the surface because a whisper could kill you. And all you want to do is be loud as you reach to breach the surface of what has dragged you beneath its influence. And it comes when things are calm. You see the still waters and think that just beneath the surface there might be something worth reaching for. The treasures that others say they have found by diving deep within themselves and pulling out miracles. But every time you go in, you get bit and lose another part of yourself, trying to struggle through this endless sea of inconsistency, where they find dolphins, you find sharks. While you were busy surviving through your traumas and nightmares that you grew up to fight, they had imaginary friends and consistent circles of people to protect them their whole life. And it comes in waves, pulling you closer to the edge of your insanity, tearing away the fragile layers of reality that shape up your identity. As you Watch people who were once very close and held strong ties to the shores you believed you could live on forever suddenly disappear and let you drift further away. Sometimes it's a smell, a place, name, photo, or even a song that may play in your mind as you reminisce about these memories that take you down these tidal waves of isolation and leave you contemplating if you should just let the current take you away. While the sea might be full of fish, there's only one you, only one living being on this planet that you have to be honest with and accept accountability for all, yes, all actions you take when these uncontrollable tsunamis try and wreck your life. And it comes when you've held that smile too long, knowing you deserve to cry. Let out all of those unpacked things that you no longer need to let hold weight on your life and soul, and breathe. Stop holding your breath on things that do not give you life and grasp tightly to those that bring you back from the brink. And it won't let you go until you're ready to face whatever is stealing the precious time you could be healing. And you could be in a room surrounded full of people, isolated in your own mind by your own emotions that you are unwilling to deal with because they come in waves, unseen, unexpected, unrelenting, in the perfect storm to stop you from moving forward, unable to truly connect to someone new, because past reflections of your trauma might trigger something that will have you reliving that moment of loss and abandonment the entire conversation, holding back tears because normal is better than being labeled emotional, better than being told you'll be fine, it's okay, because in the back of your mind, you know this person is just one more episode from walking away and tired of picking up the pieces because you can't hold it all together with the residual glue you have left. And it comes in waves. Please withstand the storm because you, yes, you are very important. In peace.
And as always, we snap our fingers. We don't necessarily clap our hands after that. And yeah, we're going to be back next week. We may be broadcasting live
from Kwanzaa.
So we're going to try to get the podcast set up maybe in, we'll find out where from Reggie, where's the best space that we can set up in the gym. Yeah. So great podcast. Hey, I think they're clicking the lights on and off at Mott Branch Library. Whom they always lay the red carpet out for us. So shout out to the librarians at Celeste and the staff here at Mott Branch Library. And as always, all lives can't matter until what?
Black lives matter.
And Black lives can't matter until all Black lives matter. Justice or else?